So with this one here, just keep your foot relaxed. This wouldn't be an acidity line. That's going to be a heart line. So in my opinion, there's been a very strong event that has created a ripple in the heart memory. That's what that reads. The acidity line would be more here, under this arch. This one comes right through the joint. But most of his stuff is centered around the stomach. This one here, you see, comes straight from where I said the sympathetic nervous system is and goes straight into the solar plexus. Okay. When you put the feet together, it's just all stomach. So then for me, maybe it's stomach, but it could also be earth element. So I'm going to come in and test the spleen. That's tender.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can feel immediate sweating. So in through the teeth, the thing that I want you to be paying attention to is, do you see how you can see where the foot, like it's still got the ridges? Where the toes have come? You see that the ridges in the neck and shoulder line stay? Mm-hmm. So normally it's like this. So that's what I was saying about the toes coming and clamping on through the teeth. Okay, and this ridge isn't, like this part of the feet isn't so much, isn't so wide or isn't so big, right? You've got nice long here and then nothing here. Same. Here's really nice, and then nothing down and through there. And then if you look in through the teeth where it attaches to the neck and shoulder area, how it got that kind of rough wrinkle, that's very classic teeth. And then you have the vertical wrinkles as well. Okay. More so on this one, but you see that one kind of comes up and through there a little bit, but more so on the right side are more signs. Okay. So, and because he's talking about, like, if I'm looking at zones and all of these are teeth related, these ones are going to be the teeth in the front. And as you go out wider, that's when you're going to get more into the teeth. Yeah. So if it's more in the back, you're looking more in these areas for the teeth. So I'm just going to come in and test these reflexes.
That's the exit one.
Tender in there. Okay, so pretty much what I'm feeling from this is that it's kind of one of those things. This is a very bad reference, but it's like trying to get it intimate without any foreplay. That's the feeling or the sensation when I go there. It's like, hey, like, you've done nothing to actually allow me to accept your work. So at that point, I would be looking at what other organs are related to what that is, but I'm also just going to look at the zones. So I'm going to use my relaxation techniques to get in there first to introduce myself. Okay, and I could even just both. And some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And just slowly, it's very guarded in there, very guarded. And feeling in through the jaw reflex. Okay, then I'm going to come into, just because he was talking about anger, coming into the liver and the gallbladder. And the teeth are bones, so they're also going to be governed by the kidneys. So I'm going to go into the kidneys. And then I'm going to test down into this other kidney that I was telling you about. It's tender. Okay, and I'm going to hold the toe now. Is that tender? Yeah. So I'm now just going to do a subtle energy technique. So I'm holding the reflex that I want to relax, and I'm holding the associated organs and waiting for the pulses to synchronize. Breathing. You too. Can I get one out of the mouth? There we go. Now it's moving. There we go. That's shifted. And now can I work in this reflex? Yes, I can. And I'm just kind of doing a slow, double-handed. So that's a subtle energy technique. Try and have as little points of contact as possible. So I wouldn't try to also have all my fingers on it as well. Have as little points of contact as possible. Any shift in the tooth? In your physical tooth?
It's saying something, yeah. It's got more attention.
So it's starting to ache more?
Yeah, a bit more.
Okay.
It's reacting.
Do you know if there's any infection in there at all?
No. It just happened this morning
Okay.
when I woke up.
Okay, there we go. That released. Now I'm going to come and just check into the mouth reflex. Okay, and then I'm going to come and check into the thymus reflex. See, I'm still holding the more here. So when you're holding a certain reflex and you're testing against other systems, right? So I'm testing, is it mouth related? I didn't feel any change in the tooth reflex. Come into the thymus reflex, I feel the tooth reflex building. So for me, my official non-diagnosis would be it's more immune system related. So I can double hand the two together, or I can again just do a nice subtle hold. I'm going to come into the neck and jaw lymph nodes. And then I'm going to bring the thymus together. And I'm going to actually have the client do some thymus tapping. So you come on to just do some nice, tapping. Okay, so when reflexes are on both feet, another nice way to work them is by pairing them up and just using the subtle energy technique. And then you wait for the pulses to line up. There, now I can feel. How's the tooth feeling?
Much better. There's a 50% decrease.
Great.
Yeah, definitely.
So whether you do some like teeth pull, do you know teeth pulling? I think oil pulling, sorry, not teeth pulling, that's funny. Oil pulling. where you use coconut oil in the
Oh, yeah,
mouth
yeah,
and
okay.
swish it around
Oh, yeah.
to pull the toxins. That could be one way, using some essential oils on the tooth, but maybe there's a little bit of an immune system thing going on in there. Okay.